For today we will figure out how hard it is to upgrade your gear. In the darkest days we are gonna see the expected number of attempts with the help of a chatgpt, with a little bit of a guidance. I managed to find a expected theoretical number of attempts that is gonna be needed for all that. So right here I had a pretty long chat with the chatgpt, and this is actually the second time that I did this on a different device while not being logged in. You know, I got some of the consistent answers, some other answers were a little bit wild, but you know, I had to guide the chatgpt a little bit. I also had to do this in my own way to, you know, figure out if the chatgpt was talking you know, truth. Because right here we have the problem in this game. So let's see what is the problem, and that is how to calculate expected number of attempts to push level +7 on item if +2 is safe and guaranteed, but failing upgrade sets back 1 level, and chances for pushing levels are as displayed right here. So that is our problem. This is what we need to calculate. This is what we need to figure out. Guess what? I do not have that kind of a math knowledge myself to calculate this kind of a, you know, probability right here. So you know, I decided, you know what, let's ask the chatgpt, and the chatgpt understood this problem quite easily. Like I said, this is my second conversation with him. I already have a one on my mobile phone. But basically he decided to, you know, break it down and, you know, calculate it from, you know, these steps from +2 to +3, from +3 to +4, yada yada. Did he give me a yeah, he gave me straight up answer right here for +7, and by the way, this is supposedly a true answer. However, he broke down right here. He didn't finish this this table right here, so I thought, you know, let's slow it down. Let's come and give me for +3. What is the expected number of attempts just to get to +3? And guess what? The answer is quite, you know, simple. It's intuitive. So this is just, you know, to test if the chatgpt was giving us a correct math correct answers. Now I also asked him for +4. Okay, how many these attempts is needed for +4? And he gave me 9, and this is where I started to struggle myself to understand how did he get to the +9, or to the 9 as the answer to just, you know, push from +2 to +4. You need 9 attempts, and this is where I started to, you know, to ask him different questions. But let's go right here and let's look at this breakdown. This is something that I did for myself just to hold on, let me delete this. We do not need that information. This is something that I did for myself just to test if chatgpt was right in this case. So okay, what I said is in order to push +2 to +3 with 50% chance, this is what we expect. We expect to fail at first, and we expect to hit the second time, and that is something that we understand. For the +3 to +4, where we have 33% chance, we are expected to fail and then fail yet again, and then we are gonna hit, right? This is expected. For the +4 to +5, with again 33% chance on this step, we are expected to fail and then hit. And then I said, okay, for +2 going to +3, we are starting with +2. This is our base. This is safe and guaranteed, right? We are gonna fail at first, and then we are gonna hit it. So just going from +2 to +3, we are expected, you know, to use 2 attempts or 2 boxes. I'm gonna talk about the cost later on. Now, for going from +2 to +4, this is where I was struggling to understand, and I had to break it down for myself. We are starting with +2, which is our base. Then we are hitting +2. Why? We are following this sequence right here at first. At first we are expected to fail, and then we are expected to succeed. So we are going +2 into +3. Right. Now, whenever we are on +3, we are expected to fail. So look, we are here at +3, we are expected to fail at +2. And then what we have is +2 yet again. Why? Because we are back at this sequence, we are again expected to fail. And after that we are expected to hit. So we are from +2 to +3. What are we expected next to do is we are expected to fail yet again. So this is going to be the second failure for +3 portion, right? So from +3 we're going back to +2, and guess what? We are again expected to fail at +2. We are hitting the +2 right here, and guess what? We are doing this third time we are trying to attempt this +2 to +4, and then we are succeeding at +4. If we count all this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 attempts, 9 boxes are needed to push +2 to +4. And before we continue, this is all theoretical. This is all theoretical. Yes, anything is possible whenever you do it yourself, but in theory you need 9 boxes to push +2 to +4. And this is a breakdown. This is a breakdown just step by step. This is something that also ChatGPT gave me as answer right here. So from here onwards, I can assume that he is talking truth, right? Anyway, what I asked him is, are you using a correct formula? Yada yada. He corrected himself, but also he ended up with the same answer. Doesn't really matter. Let's ignore that. I was asking him why is there a 1 in this formula that he was using. The formula in question is this one. So I asked him, why do you use 1 here at the start? I can understand this portion, but I cannot understand this starting portion. He basically said that it doesn't matter what is outcome, that attempt is gonna cost 1. So this is his reasoning for using 1 in that formula. Doesn't really matter. So this is the breakdown, full breakdown. Just going from +2 to +3 is 1 attempt, and that's it. So it doesn't matter if it's fail or not. This is why he is using this 1 in formula. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's move on. I also asked him for a simulation. He gave me the Python code. Then I took the HTML code out of him. By the way, these codes are completely useless. They are just, confirming whatever he is talking right here. So let's skip. Let's skip to the +5. I asked him, okay, can you calculate for +5 how many attempts we need right here? And he gave me the answer of 26. I'm not showing you these formulas because, who cares about them? Anyway, he gave me answer of 26, and guess what? I did my test. I did this test myself, and I got the answer of 26 attempts. How did I do it? It's pretty much the same. I already showed you this. So this first line is gonna be the same. This is one sequence. To just hit the +4, we need 9 attempts for that. After we hit a +4, so this is where we are at right now. We are trying to push +5 out of +4. Again, what we are expecting is we are expecting to fail at first. Whenever we fail at first, we are going back to the +3 to +4. We are expected to fail, and then we are expected to fail. Success, failure, failure, success, success, and then we are back at this second step. This is the whole logic. We're just bouncing between these levels, following the logic that is displayed right here. Okay. And whenever we hit this +5, in total, if we count all of these steps in between, right, this is going to be 26 boxes, okay? 26 boxes, 26 attempts. What that means? That means that ChatGPT gave us correct answers up until this point. And from this point onward, ChatGPT also gave us the results for +7 and +6. You can see right here that we need 81 boxes for +6 on average, and we need 306 boxes for +7 on average. This is on average. This is all theoretical. However, I didn't do this myself. I didn't do this breakdown myself because at this point, you can just imagine how much time this is gonna this is gonna need. But yeah, I'm gonna show you where he just, you know, gave us that kind of a answer. So for the +6, as you can see, he just gave us the answer of 81, and for +7 he gave us answer of 306. Okay, and if you are asking me why didn't you do this for +8 and +9, the reason is I don't really know what are the percentage chances for success on these levels, because the highest level item that I have myself is +6. So I only know the chance that is needed for +7. After that it's unknown for me, but if you want me to do a follow-up video for +8 and +9, I can show you that. However, that is not even needed in my opinion, because right here we can just see how impossible it is to hit +7. +6, yes, we can farm for +6 to, you know, reasonably expect +6 out of 81 attempts. It's still gonna be expensive, but I wanna show you I just want to show you like how much resources do you need to upgrade, let's say, SR gear. SR gear piece, you want SR AK or, you know, Recon Scout or whatever else you want. You will need, for +7, you will need 306 of these attempts. First of all, you need to get these boxes. Okay, so that is the first thing. You can get it slowly but surely from the bosses, but you need to farm for ER, and you will be using like 30 or let's say 29 ER per upgrade. That is gonna be a... you just need 9000 ER to do all these upgrades to get a +7 SR weapon or armor. Not only that, but you will also need to get a bunch of Mila coins. I think it's like 100,000 per upgrade. You will just need 30 million Mila coins. Mila coins, believe it or not, you can farm this is not a problem. But to farm 9000 ER, you will need to do so many of these Rootland runs, as well as maybe like flowers or titans at PvP zones. So it's possible, it's doable, it's not like something that is not achievable but you know, at the same time you will need to play this game for like a year to, you know, farm all these resources. I think that I can farm like 100 or maybe 200 ER per day if, you know, I focus it, maybe even 300 ER per day. But that would mean, let's say that I can farm 300 ER, that is gonna be 30 days, that is gonna be 1 month of just, you know, farming ER in a brain dead way. Is it gonna be fun? No, it's not gonna be fun. However, for the level +5, for example, in my case, let's go back to the game. So in my case, I have +4 Tommy gun, right? This +4 Tommy gun, it's strong, but it's not, you know, I want to push level on it, right? So let's say that I take another Tommy gun in the meantime, because, you know, I'm not gonna mess around with my main weapon. So let's say that I take another Tommy gun. I would need how many? 26 attempts. So it's gonna be 26 times 30 ER per upgrade. I need to farm, you know, 800 ER more or less. When it comes down to the upgrade boxes are not gonna be a problem. I can just, you know, get it from the bosses. The main bottleneck for me is just, you know, the amount of ER right here that is unnecessary. So, you know, still, this is a completely reasonable price, 800 ER for the +5 weapon, you know, 26 attempts. That is completely reasonable to you know, expect. But this is also going to show you the power of SR weapons. This is also the reason why you should forget about normal weapons. Let's say that you are playing with the normal weapon and you want to get normal on +5. You will need 26 attempts to do this gambling process. And yes, by the way, I'm just, you know, counting this from +2 because until that point it's safe upgrade, okay? Either way, let's say you wanna upgrade from +2 to +5 a normal weapon. You will need 26 attempts, and let's count a 10 ER per. It's gonna be 260 ER for that process. And I'm gonna ask you, why don't you just take SR weapon and bring it to +1? You will need 2 attempts, that means 60 ER. 60 ER versus 260. This is the power of SR weapons. Okay, let's say that you want to push normal to +7, and I'm gonna say it's better to have SR at +5 in terms of ER at least. Okay, let's do the math. You will need 306 attempts to push the normal weapon to +7. That means that you need 3000 ER. Okay. And now let's say that you could have SR on +5. You will need 26 of these boxes, or 26 attempts times 30. You can see that difference in terms of ER is massive. The SR weapons are super efficient in terms of ER compared to normal gear as well as rare gear. What, you do not believe me? Okay, let's say that you want a rare weapon to be +6. Let's say you want rare to be +6. You will need 81 attempts times 20 ER per. It's 1.6 thousand, right? And I'm gonna say, why do you want that? You can just have SR at +5, and that's again gonna be 26 times 30, 780. So you can just see that there is no point to play with these lower tiers of weapons, because the normal and rare equivalents are just gonna take away so much of these ERs. It's insane. So SR gear is the only gear that deserves to be upgraded. This is something that I didn't respect so far myself. As you can see, I have a couple of the rare pieces, but I am slowly but surely just pushing fully into the SR pieces myself. Now, yes, SSR. SSR is going to be the most efficient in terms of ERs, but there is no way for us to get unlimited boxes, SSR boxes, for the weapon, for the armor. So this is not something that we can just have like full-on gear with SSR. It's not realistic for the free-to-play players as well as for the majority paying players even. It's not realistic. So if we take a look right here at my boxes, what do I have? I have pretty much everything except these SSR boxes. SSR boxes are gonna be very rare to find within the game, and also we can get from a couple of the events here and there. We are gonna get like a little bit of these boxes, but the main way how to get SSR boxes is to just use rubies to buy it from the market, and then disenchant it, disassemble it. However, how are you gonna get a bunch of rubies? You will need to pay a bunch of money. So that is the pay to win aspect of the game itself. But when it comes down to these 3 boxes, different types of boxes, mainly I'm talking here about SR. Okay, the blue-purple one. Look at this. From doing boss fights, you are getting these weapon and armor upgrade boxes. You can just participate in boss fights, try to prioritize them, try to do as much damage there as you can. You are gonna be gathering 1 or 2 boxes per fight, and once you open it, there is going to be a chance to obtain SR boxes. That is the free-to-play way how to get it. There is also a pay-to-win way on how to get these SR boxes, and that is to buy it from the market, disenchant the SR gear. But yeah, you don't need to do that. I have many of these boxes. Like right now, you do not see many of them, but I can tell you that I'm limited with ERs, not with the boxes. I'm just gonna be getting a lot of boxes, SR boxes, just from the boss fights themselves. The first question that I asked ChatGPT whenever I woke up today, I was on my phone. I asked him like, what is the chance for a player to get a +5? And I gave him the same problem. The answer from ChatGPT at first was, the chance is 100%. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then yes, it clicked to me. The chance is 100% because if you have unlimited boxes, unlimited tries, eventually you're gonna get +5 or +7 or +9. It's just guaranteed if you have unlimited amount of boxes. But yes, this is actually showing you what is, you know, reasonably needed on average. But okay, what are you gonna do about it? I tried to upgrade this Tommy gun to +5. I failed one sequence, and then theoretically I'm on the second sequence right now. So this is what I did myself. I already had +4. I ruined this +4. So I had to bring it back to the +4 yet again. That was very painful for me, because I was playing with the +2 Tommy gun during that time. And theoretically right now I am expected to fail right here, okay? And then I would need to go back through this whole process, and then I can expect to succeed. But of course that is all theoretical. I don't really know what is gonna happen. Maybe I would even hit this +5 right now if I attempted that, but I'm not gonna do this. Okay, so this is gonna be for the end of the video. What I recommend you to do is, in order to avoid any kind of a situation where you're just destroying your weapons, do not mess around with your main gear, okay? You can just brute force upgrades to the +4 level. I think that is reasonable. Just to brute force upgrades to the +4, because we know right here that we only need 9 boxes to do that, to brute force it. But once we reach the this point of having +4 across the board, what we really want is we really want to have this backup weapon, and I'm gonna show you. I don't think that I have a backup weapon right here, but let's say that let's say that this is a Tommy gun, right? I would have a backup weapon, and I would take this backup weapon, I would upgrade it until +5, and then whenever, let's say this is a Tommy gun, whenever the Tommy gun reached +5, I would just, you know, use it as my main weapon, and I would bring back this weapon into the locker, and then I would try to upgrade this primary Tommy gun to the +6, and I would switch between two weapons. This is going to allow me to play all the time with the weapon that is the highest level for me, and I would not go through the process of losing progression, okay? This is just going to guarantee that I'm never gonna lose the progression in this game. It's a safe way to play, and that kind of a way is going to allow everyone to just avoid any kind of a, you know, rage moment whenever you, let's say, I want to try to push the SPR to +4. Guess what? I'm gonna most likely fail. I'm gonna end up with a +2 SPR. Why would I do this? It would not feel good for me, so I'm not even gonna attempt it. Now, yes, of course, I'm gonna attempt this SPR upgrade whenever I gather 7 boxes in total. In theory, only because of the theory that we went right here through. So we know that right now I'm on +3, and I need 7 attempts to push this +3 to the +4. This is from the theory that we gathered so far. Why only 7? Because we go 9 minus 2. Because this SPR is sitting on a +3, okay? But yeah, whenever I gather 7 of these SSR boxes, this is when I'm gonna attempt to upgrade to push the SPR to the +4. I'm gonna do a video on that, and who knows what is gonna happen. I cannot guarantee you that I'm gonna be successful there, but in theory, yes, I should be successful. On average, reasonably. Again, I could do the follow-up on this video for the +8 and +9, but you guys need to give me the percentages on what is the success probability to upgrade from +7 to +8, as well as from +8 to +9. I do not have that information. Either way, I'm gonna see ya in the next one, okay? Take care, bye bye, peace up.